So today I have hit the road with one of my reselling friends. Well, obviously my thrifting bestie, Taylor, who you guys know I talk about all the time. So we are hitting up some of our favorite spots. We haven't done this in a while. So we're starting at Red, White, and Blue, which is Taylor's favorite store. And it's a good one. So hopefully we have really good luck today. So we've been here 2 seconds and we're just grabbing what we can see before other people because it goes fast. This fish has a really cool thing on the back. I gotta look it up, but you know, I'm in my fish era and that one is so cute and I totally could hang that on the wall with like a cool hook. And then these I have sold, I believe, her before. They're just plaster and painted, but this kind of old world bust stuff, you know, it always has a buyer, and so I'm kind of excited about these pieces. So Brighton belts are something I'm actually always on the hunt for because I do like their mixed metal now, which I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, past Andi would be horrified, but they're really good quality. These ones are really small though. Like, I tried to put it on my jeans, and even with a high-waisted pants, it was tight. So I think I'm gonna leave these behind. Unfortunately, it looks like someone donated a lot of their collection, but they're all so tiny. I love the ripple on this. I wish it didn't have this in the center because I think if it was just this like chartreuse color, I would have gotten it, but I don't love the leaves in the center. So Taylor just found these, but they're $34 for the pair, she said. I mean, they're really cool, and bookends sell for us, but that is steep investment. More fish, a cute little candle holder. This is a really pretty lidded pot. Wow, I love the flowers and the color. So it's $4.99. So I think I'm gonna put it in the cart and decide later. So I feel like the colors on this were a bit of a fail. It looks like a potato or some sort of owl pellet, if you've ever seen one. I'm not sure why the artist or the person who made it chose this color and shape. So Taylor just grabbed these out of the bagged bin. They're really cute and sweet, especially with Easter coming up. So Taylor found this awesome thing, and then she's like, too bad it's missing the bottom, and then I find the bottom. So they've been reunited. That is so cool. I've never seen anything like that. I think this might be a Polish box, or I should say treasure chest. So maybe it's marked underneath, but it's $3.99. So 100% yes. And then more boxes. Ooh, this is a card one. I've never found a card one before. That's so exciting. $4.99. And then this guy, $4.99. So I actually just sold one of these this past week. More goodies. So these glasses holders, you guys know I pick up. And then how cute is this? Like Mama, Baby, Jesus, Mary little statue. That's adorable. So Taylor and I have already filled our cart up, and so I am now getting my own cart. I just pulled this off of a new cart that came through where they're putting out stuff. It's actually wood. I don't know how old it is because the hook looks kind of newer. And then I don't know about this like copper thing. I've never sold it before, but it has a lot of like character.
I sold mine for a little bit and it was smaller. So
okay, so Taylor said she's sold it before. So all right, in the cart, the rule is, this is Taylor's rule and it's a good one, put it in the cart and decide later. Do not let anyone else get it while you're making a decision. So Taylor's superpower is finding something that most of us would ignore and have it be worth like a lot of money. So she has a pair of these in the cart now.
Didn't put them back because of the cart rule.
Yeah, the cart rule. She's like, well, I'll just put it in here and look it up in a minute, and they could be worth a lot. So that's her superpower every time we go out. So you guys, look who I ran into. So it's Irina, who the last time I was here, yes, I was shopping with her. So she, yay!
Outfitter pants.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, for the summer.
Well, you're great at picking out clothes. Well, she's good at picking out decor pieces too, but yeah, you have good stamina for clothes. Yeah.
Great clothing place.
Really great place. Yeah. So, yay, I can't believe it. We always run into someone we know. Good finds. More fish. More fish. That is an amazing fish platter. It is giant.
I'm going to refinish it, I think, a little here.
You're good about refinishing. I need to learn from her and Laura on the refinishing.
Oh, but look at the crack.
Oh.
Probably not worth it.
No. Well, I don't know if it's food safe at that point, if you were planning to use it for like charcuterie. So I just pulled this off the shelf, and it's actually hand painted, but there's no like markings on it, so I don't know where it's from. Maybe just someone's project piece, but it's only $2.99, and I think it's really sweet. The green Wedgwood is something that I'm always looking for because it's just rare for me to find. And this one is beautiful, and it actually says Wedgwood on the bottom. It's not like a reproduction. But it's $20, and comps don't seem like that would be worth it. And there's also a bell that matches. So I don't know about that one. I'll probably pass because they're so expensive, but this is a beautiful piece. So there's a new cart, so I'm gonna stalk this person and see what's in there. So a new bin just went by and Taylor grabbed this guy out of it. And I've never seen, what is this, like a bull, I guess?
Yes, they're antique fabric animals made in India.
But I've never seen that like animal before.
So it's like a bull or something like that. But my grandma used to collect them.
They're so cool. So a couple more things that made its way into my cart. So this Wedgwood piece is actually only $5.99. And then Taylor found this riser and she decided to pass on it. And I think it would be good in my vintage booth to kind of elevate some of the pieces. Oh, I found this. You know, I needed like a hole in the head, man. It's just a little tiny little dish that I thought was really cute. And then, oh, this for Christmas. I just thought it was really pretty. And then lastly, another Christmassy thing, which is this like very retro napkin holder, which I thought was great. So yeah, I had good luck today, guys. So we are in the next spot, and this is a place I've never been to before. So I'll put the information on the screen. It's definitely a little bit of a disorganized digger, I would say. And we're not really seeing anything that exciting. I found this like wooden mallet. That's as good as it's gotten so far. This. So we'll see what else we find. More amazing stuff that we found.
So beautifully handcrafted.
So beautifully painted. Truly, truly unique and artisanal. Here is a bag of candles. These little painted ones are actually quite sweet. They're like little tea lights, and I like the blue. Looks like, okay, so $4 for this whole set, which seems like a good price. I do not need candles. I just do not. I have so many. But it's always very tempting to me. I don't know why, but these retro ones always get me. I just kind of like them. $2. That seems to be the price tag of choice around here. I feel like everything is $2. There's just a lot of mishmash of stuff. Oh, here's a paint by number. Not painted well at all, but $2. So this may be the first animal basket I have found that actually has a plastic insert in it, which is crazy. I feel kind of tempted to buy it, although I don't want to keep it until Thanksgiving because I feel like I would, because people would love it for that time of year. So I just pulled this off the shelf. So this may be worth this stop. $2 for this beautiful mug that I desperately want to keep now that I have it in my hand. It has a very good hand feel. So Taylor found this cow picture, which actually is kind of cute. The shape of it's really interesting. An artist signed on the bottom. How much is it? $2? $4.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I do think it's kind of fun. So this store has a bunch of stuff in the case, and the prices aren't too bad. Taylor and I are looking at this thing here because
did you see the Kate Spade? That's cute.
Yeah, the Kate Spade is a really cute one. But this, I think, is ceramic. It's really neat. It's $15. Well, this is an intriguing box. Trees of Mystery. What does that even mean? I looked inside and no trees of mystery in there. So I kind of like this rustic bowl. I think it's only $2. It's definitely very, very rudimentary, but the colors on it are really nice, and especially in the context of the Halloween aisle, I feel like that would look really great for fall. So I was going down the aisle and I saw this. I was like, ooh, this is interesting. And then this is what it's attached to. And Taylor was like, it fooled you. And I'm like, it definitely did. It looked like cool ceramic, like chain, like very aesthetic. Nope. Nope. Here's a stone pepper shaker, but it doesn't seem to have a mate. So I don't know if it'd be worth getting a single. This is the type of thing that cracks me up at a thrift store. So this is a box for a toy, and they priced it at $2. Just the box that would have had a toy in it. That always cracks me up when thrift stores do that. It's just so strange. Okay, it's always funny. Taylor filming, me filming. The dueling filming. All right, so we're heading in.
I was in front of you, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to race in.
Curves.
Yeah, we're going to race in. If we were with our friend Emily, she would already be in the store. So anyways, Goodwill stop. Oh, no. It did clearly say not an entrance. But in my defense, every other one by me that's the entrance. So anyways, so Goodwill stop. So I kind of like this because it's a plant. I'm not sure about how shiny some of it is. I'll see how much it is, but yeah, kind of digging it. Studio pottery piece. I think the stripes are not as well done as I would like. And it's $7.99. Yeah, so at that price point, definitely a pass. I kind of like this Mexican pottery bowl. It is lead-free, $6.99. I think it's newer. It's definitely a little bit more lightweight than some of the other ones, but I really like the orange flowers on it. So I think Taylor's theme today is palm trees because she keeps finding palm trees. And this is like the second potato looking thing that I have found. So maybe my theme today is potato. So I told Taylor I would give her this, friend forever and ever and ever. And then the mug she chose for me is this one. And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. So I love this bowl. The raspberry color is very pretty. It is $6.99. But I don't know if other people will love the raspberry bowl as much as me. I feel like red is kind of a hard sell versus like the blues and stuff. And then the black swirl in the center. So I don't know. Kind of on the fence. Like if I hadn't have found a lot already, I would have probably picked this up, but I think I'm going to pass on it. So Taylor found these. They're kind of cool. They're only $1. That's so rare to find $1 price tag at the thrift store. So I'm in the wood aisle, which is one of my very favorite aisles to go through. I like this box. It's really soft. I don't think it's vintage, and it doesn't totally shut, which I feel like is a deal breaker, but the price is right. I feel like everything else. So souvenir piece. Oh, actually, I kind of like this tray.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's really pretty. Although it looks like damage in the center. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute.
I think you could put like your
just
sewing
like a little
stuff in too.
Yeah, or just a ring box. That is adorable. Okay. How much is that?
$3.99.
Yeah. That's a little more than we'd like to spend. It would be nice if it was like $1.99.
Yeah.
Sad that this has some like damage right there.
Does it?
Yeah. So I think we're heading into like deviled egg season. So you guys will have to let me know if these types of plates sell well for you around Easter time. This one's $6.99. I don't feel like it's special enough, maybe. I don't know, but definitely let me know if you are putting them in your vintage booth. So we are in a super thrift. This actually used to be a different type of thrift store, and so they've redone everything. So we'll see what we find today, if it's the same selection or not. This couch behind me, if it was in good shape, I'd kind of want it. This couch, I love it. I mean, it's definitely seen better days. There's some staining on it, but it is a beautiful color blue. It definitely appeals to the granny chic in me. So we're also loving this ottoman. It is really good. And the pleated skirt, like this whole thing is very in right now. I don't need it because it's too large, but I really like the colors. I always like these cute little trinket dishes, but they are almost always cracked and broken, which is such a bummer. This one's been repaired many times, so it's well loved. So I'm gonna pass on it. But anytime I find these, like something on it is broken. I love this Moroccan set. I'm assuming it's Moroccan. It's kind of giving me those vibes. But again, with the chippies, such a bummer. This is pretty, and it would hang on the wall. I love the blue color, and it's only $1.99, so I may have to get this one. I wish I needed to time something because this strawberry timer is adorable, and it's $2.99. I kind of like this painting, although I don't love the white edge around. It's $9.99. It's fairly large, so I'm probably gonna pass on it. But this is kind of the first original art piece we've seen all day that's like halfway decent. So it looks like someone's entire bird collection was donated. They're very cute. I feel like I need to get this glass one because I got another glass one recently. And that little quail is adorable. It's a Japanese ceramic piece. They just grabbed this bamboo organizer, which I think is really great. And I think it's really inexpensive. Yeah, $1.99. And then Taylor just found these for me. So I'm gonna get these guys. I love that they're a set and they're just a little bit more special than the average like candle holder with the handle. We are at the last stop, which is Village Merchants, which is one of my favorites. You guys know this. I have been here like 3 times in the last week. So
I'm gonna have to run in and try to get everything before her.
Yeah, she's a stinker. So this little hand mirror is adorable. It is $2. I feel like it would be perfect for a grab bag, so I think I'm gonna get it. I love this glaze, but the pot looks like it's melting. The way it's really wonky, so I won't be getting it, but that glaze is beautiful. I sell these at one of my booths all day long anytime I find them. Now $6 is a little more than I want to spend on one, but the little leopard is really tugging at my heartstrings. Here's one of those Wedgwood inspired pieces. So usually this would actually be raised and textural, but this is just like a transfer or painted on. So this is what I'm always looking for, but the real thing. Like Taylor thinks she may have found a rug. She has sold many a rugs over the years. She is the pro. Wow, that is huge. This box is pretty. It's $5, and then there's a matching one back there. I've actually never sold the style before. Ooh, that red is very bright and jarring between the outside and inside. This painting is so interesting. I love the shadowing. It really does look 3D. It is $28. I think I'm gonna have to get it. I've never seen anything like it. I really love that Moody painting back there. It's $32, and it's actually fairly large. And Moody art has sold so well for me lately, as you guys know, because I keep telling you. So I may have to have them get it down. So Taylor was just talking about how she would love to repurpose denim, and here's a project she could do. It's really well done, actually. So I'm loving this rustic little side table. It's $65. The drawers actually pull out really nicely. I don't need it, and you guys know how I feel about selling furniture, but I have a pop-up coming up I have not told you about. So maybe this is the type of piece I should get for it. Taylor is in rug mode. She's getting these out. They weigh a ton. So second rug she wants to take home with her.
Oh boy.
And then this one as well.
This one looks like it's pretty promising colors too.
That's very pretty too. They're all in really good shape. When my son was little, he absolutely loved the coasters that were in this set. So you can find these everywhere, and they come with matching coasters, and he would put them in and out a million times a day. It was one of his favorite not toys that he played with. Another painting that is a nude in an amazing frame. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get that. So Taylor found this amazing what is it? Teapot.
Yeah.
We're losing our brains at this point. Teapot with the most epic handle. It's beautiful.
It's Japanese.
Yeah, it's really great. Are you gonna get it?
I think so.
So I found this book and I was like, oh, that's kind of a fun idea. And I opened it up and there's only one entry in the whole book. And it says, what is your greatest fear? And the person who owned this before said their greatest fear were risks. So apparently nothing was more terrifying than the idea of the space above your hand. I thought that was so funny. So here's the damage. It looks like a hot mess. So artwork, this box is filled. Taylor got tons of purses. She also got some rugs, table, like a giant caboodle. And then I have art in the front seat that you guys saw. I decided to get the nude. And yeah, a lot of great pieces. So we did some damage today. Okay guys, welcome to another haul. This is huge. And I have some brass pieces I wanted to show you that I got in another brass bundle because I've had a lot of luck getting brass bundles shipped to me recently. And I have some bookends that are really great. But I wanted to recap a few things that I bought when I was out shopping with my friend because they're just too good not to show you again. So they're things that I know will fly out because you guys love a wooden box. And I got 3 great ones. This one being a treasure chest and being Polish. Gold. I can't believe how much luck I had when I was at that thrift store, because that's not one I usually have a lot of luck at. Usually that's one that my friend Taylor has the most luck at. And I feel like I really did I got a good haul. And then I also got this Indian one, which you guys saw. And then this one I have never picked up before, which is for playing cards, which I think is really great. Or if you had tarot cards that were small, you could put them in here too. So for any type of cards that you may have. So yeah, really excited about all these. I have started to pick these up again because they weren't selling for me. So backstory, years ago when boho was really hot when I first started, these were gold. And then I felt like I couldn't sell them really much at all. And then now I feel like I'm selling them again. I don't know how things come in and out. It's always a mystery to me. And so I got this one as well. So yeah, really excited. Anytime I can find these for, under 10 bucks, I'm usually picking them up. And this one, I still can't believe I found one that I have not seen before. And I feel like I've seen every iteration of this by now. 2 of the things I'm very excited about that I found, and these are the types of things I don't compete with my friends on, because they don't pick up busts like this, because most of them are more, I would say, mid-century versus like old world. I'm definitely skewing a little old world these days because that seems to be where the market is going. And I was so excited to find a pair of these, because I'm always looking for them, and when I find them, I am thrilled. Now, these are plaster. They're not metal. The metal ones can sell for, oh gosh, like hundreds of dollars, like well over 100, sometimes over 200. And so if you ever find like the metal bust, it takes them a little while, but they go, they don't go quick, but they go for a lot. Now, these ones being like plaster and painted like that gold gilt. They're not worth as much, but they're still very sought after because they're awesome. And I'm probably gonna, I can't decide if I want to do them together or separate. That is TBD. That I need to figure out. So if you guys saw these, let me know what you would do. I need to do a little research to see what is out there already. And then there are parts on the heads. I have a little bit of the paint flaked away, and then on his nose. But I've done a really good job lately on color matching it with my paint. I have several types of gold paint, and I just do a bunch of mixing until I get the right color. And I've been able to repair a lot of stuff that way lately, and it looks just as good as it would have when it was made. So yeah, those are the types of repairs that I do. But other repairs are not started for me. But I was really excited about these. So you guys know I love fish. So I got this guy. Of course I had to, because it's so colorful and cool. But what you didn't see is this one. So my friend Taylor actually gave this to me as a gift. So when I arrived at her house before we went out shopping, she's like, hey, I got you a fish present because you're in your fish era. And I'm like, yes, I am. And so yeah, I'm really excited. My fish wall, I'm leaning into it, you guys. I'm going to be leaning into it. And I thought I was only going to have like one ceramic fish thing and then just like art with fish in it. But I'm finding all of these, and I feel like they need to also be on the wall, especially this one my friend gave me. So yeah, I think I'm going to be a fish person. I think it's just going to be a theme. When you come into my kitchen, you're just going to see fish. And people are probably going to think, oh, it's because you like to go fishing or you did as a kid. And it'll be like, no, I just am in a fish era somehow. I don't know why. But anyways, very excited about those fishy finds. So you guys know last year I got my very first vintage booth. And I think it actually might be almost a year. I need to check. I think it was April. So I think we're closing in on a year. Then I got my second one that following June, and my mom shares that with me. One thing that I have learned having a booth space is you do need to have some just like low cost things that will like go out the door. And these are one of those things that always sell every time I put them in. And mugs too. I feel like my booth is supported by mugs. Vintage mugs and things like this. Like little like pieces that are inexpensive that I get for cheap that, sell for in the $20 range. And so that's like a purchase or a price point that people don't really think about anymore. Like, oh, it's like 20 some bucks. Easy. And so these are the types of things that I do sell for that. So I would definitely recommend if you have a booth space and you want to help make up your rent, your monthly rent, make sure you have a smattering of things like this that are kind of novelty, and they're inexpensive enough where someone doesn't even have to think about it and they just pull the trigger on it and they buy it and it helps support your booth. So that's one thing I've definitely learned over the course of this past year of having my first booth spaces is you got to have a combination of like higher price point stuff and then also these like little things that will sell on like slow days. Another thing I have learned is that younger generations love things like this. Unicorns, Pegasuses, suns, moons, all that kind of mystical stuff they really are getting into. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, maybe someone young who goes into my booth will want this strange piece. And the funny thing about this is when I went up to the register to pay for a few other items, this was up there and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need that. And the guy who was ringing me up was laughing because he said that when his colleague put it down at the register, he was like, who would want that? He's like, probably someone weird. So I was that weird person that wanted it. So I've been picking up a lot of art lately, and this size is my very favorite because it's just so easy to ship. Now, all the pieces that I picked up the other day when I was out with my friend are probably priced more than I would want to buy them for, but I just really like them, and picking up art and buying art brings me so much joy. I'm never too heartbroken when the return that I ultimately get on it is not as much as I would hope, you know, because I can't say no to it because it's just so good. And this piece in particular, I thought was so well done, and I love that it was a collage, like it was a painting of a collage. I just thought it was so unique. Now it's 28 bucks. That's a high starting point. And I would have liked to have paid a lot less for that. And so I won't make a lot of money on this, but I thought it was really, really cool. I don't know. I may have to keep it for me. I mean, the colors are right, and this, you know, wall is getting redone. I know you guys are like, Andi, we know. We know, but I've actually made a piece of art for this. Yes, I have done an art project. Sweet Pea, 1 second. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that. My son, he's like, when am I watching my show? I'm like, how about now? My mama's filming. You can watch it right now. But anyways, yes, I have created an art piece. It's huge. It's going to go behind here soon, so you guys will actually see it. I've accomplished an art project. So hell is frozen over. It's the end of the world. Just brace yourselves. I actually did something. But anyways, more art. So the best piece that I picked up is this nude. So let me grab it really quick. Okay, so I think I just moved the camera. Anyways, this is the piece that I was the most excited about finding. It is so moody and so good. It also was higher, $59, but it's framed really well. You can tell that it was like professionally framed on the back, and it's just really well done. And so this, I'll probably list it on Etsy. Most of the stuff that you guys are seeing will be listed on Etsy. But if it doesn't sell right away on Etsy at the price point that I want, then I will put it in my vintage booth. And I think it should do really well there because it's so moody, and it will look great with all the moody pottery that's in that space anyway. So yeah, I was really excited about that. And speaking of moody, I also picked up this one. Now, if I had a bit of a regret, it wasn't that I don't regret this piece because it is really good. I mean, really, really good. These oranges, wonderful. Love them. But again, it was $32. So to ship this beast out, it's going to be expensive to ship because it's really big and it requires a bigger box. Sometimes I have to build a box for a piece this big. So this actually may just go straight to my booth, rather than me have to like worry about it. But if one of you guys want it, let me know. So this won't be probably listed on Etsy, but the other art pieces will be. So now I want to show you the bookends that I got recently in a brass haul. So these Thinking Man brass ones have been on my list to pick up forever. And anytime I find them at an antique mall, they're really, really expensive. So I was so excited that this lot of brass had these in it. So these are awesome. They're going to be available on Etsy. Oh, there's something. What in? Oh no! His sand. I have sand all over me now because all of the sand that's in here is coming out. So I will have to repair that. Oh no, I don't know what to do. It's like literally everywhere. Okay, I'm going to have to call for help after I'm done and have them bring up the vacuum so I don't get sand everywhere. Lovely, love mystery sand. Okay, being very careful. And I also got this pair. Now this set is very good. And this is what really sold me on buying this bundle. These are bunny rabbit bookends. They're super solid. There's a pair. They are so very good. I have never seen them before, and I just absolutely fell in love with them. When I was doing comps, I was looking online on Etsy to see, you know, what they were going for. I mean, there are very, very few, if any, of these when I looked. So these are going to be worth like a fair amount because they are so rare. And the Thinking Man ones, you do see a little bit more prevalently. Why do I keep picking this up? It's like I just forgot. Now there's more on me and on the ground. But anyways, I thought these were phenomenal. I mean, can you imagine, especially in some sort of like whimsical nursery or kids room? Oh my gosh, it could bring a tear to my eye. It's so cute. So I was very excited. I also got some of the like classic duck goose bookends. So those are definitely everywhere. It seemed like everyone wanted those. And so those are less of a novelty than these, but I was really excited to get a pair of those too. So those will kind of help pay for the box. So anyways, that is all I have to share with you. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the art piece that is going to be going on this wall. So stay tuned for that in just a second. And of course, I got a lot more things I didn't want to re-show you that will be available on Etsy. So definitely check down below in the description box. Usually anything that goes on Etsy, I list down there. And if you don't see it, you can always send me a message. And it may just be that I did not get it up and I was too busy. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff coming your way. And I've had a lot of luck sourcing, like I said in my last video. And so it's been hard for me to keep up and remember that I have to haul this stuff for you because things have been moving so fast. So I'm just grateful. I am just riding this moment in my life where I'm having good luck because my luck will turn at some point. Like I keep saying, that's just how it goes. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. In my last video, I did talk about an Etsy workshop that I'm going to be hosting. That is my like full process. I'm sharing the entire experience of me from sourcing to photographing, listing, shipping, everything that the workshop you guys have been asking for. I partner with Etsy. Partner with Etsy on it. And so I'm going to put the link to sign up down below again. So just make sure if you haven't already signed up, consider signing up because it's going to be a really good workshop. Okay, so that is everything I had to share with you today. I have so much on my plate right now between my Etsy workshop, some other sponsorships that I'm doing, and just all the stuff that I usually do for you guys. You can probably tell I might sound like I'm losing my mind. I think I'm talking a million miles an hour because I'm like, okay, gotta film this video today, gotta finish that art piece on the wall, I gotta do this, I gotta do some listing. Like I am like in a zone. I'm like trying to stay in the zone so I don't lose my mind, but a lot of really exciting stuff is gonna be coming your way here on YouTube and of course in my Etsy shop and my vintage booth. Thank you so much for watching and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Can you tell Nana to bring up the vacuum for me? The small one? The small vacuum. No, small. Yes. Small.